friends.
Hi.
My name is Lisa, and this is my mom.
Mary.
And together we are Little Annie Z and Mama Z.
Ooh.
And this is our first Flosstube. And we want to talk to you about all of our needlework, machine embroidery, cross-stitch quilting, crafts, all the things. Just to let you know a little bit about me, we live in North Georgia. I am a recent empty nester. My husband and I have just a small hobby farm with bees and chickens and lots of gardens. And we are at my mom's studio. She has an amazing studio. And we are very blessed to live not far from each other.
Right.
And I'll let you tell a little bit about you, Mom.
Well, I've been crafting all my life, what seems like all my life. I started out learning how to crochet. My grandmother taught me how to crochet at a young age, and it continued on into my marriage years. And I also learned how to sew, and I sewed my kids' clothes when they were little, because after a while they didn't want those clothes anymore. They wanted store-bought clothes.
Now I wish I had them.
Yeah. And I also am a decorative artist. I taught classes for over 20 years, and I'm a quilter, as I said before, and I'm also an embroiderer. And I've just recently been embroidering on a Brother multi needle machine, and I love it. So, and we do live close together, and we get to see each other, and that's a blessing.
Yes, and we have, I have two sisters, so we are very blessed to all live in the same area, and we sometimes have craft nights together, and that's such a laugh, and we have a lot of fun.
Right.
So Mom and I recently this week went to a quilt shop called Vector Quilts in Ellijay, Georgia, and we'll probably show you a lot of what our haul is from there. And so I'm just trying to think back at what we did this week. We did that, and I woke up this morning and made some bread. That's one of my passions, is baking, and so I'll probably insert some pictures of that at the end of the video. And anything that you wanted to share about?
Yeah, I came down here before I went to water aerobics this morning. I came down here and got some stuff together that I wanted to show you all and just talk about it. And my machine is loaded with a project right now. Maybe we can show that to you later. But yeah, so we're going to get started and start showing you some of what we have. And behind us actually is when we went to Vector Quilts. Most of that is what I bought at Vector Quilts, so I'm a fanatic about colors and thread. Being an
beautiful.
artist, it shows through in my sewing.
Yeah, that's awesome, Mom. Yeah, if you can see what's in front of us, we've got machines for miles in front of us.
Through the years.
Yeah, that's how we collect and our stash and our fun things. It's all through the years.
I have like 7 irons. That's obsessive too, but they each do something different.
Yeah, you need each one.
Yeah,
we
for
need
different
7
projects.
Okay, so did you want to show us?
You start, and then I'll do mine after.
Okay, so I'll share with you, since this is our first Flosstube, our fully finished objects and our previous finishes are kind of combined together. So first I will show you what I have finished. I didn't take it off of my wall because it would have been too much to carry to my mom's, but I have been working on Little House Needleworks. It's called Little Sheep Virtues, and this one is Patience, and they're really quick and fun. And I'll insert a picture here of how it looks like on my wall. There are 6 of them. The display piece is from Michael's. If you want to get the same display piece, you'll know where to find it. But this is one of them. I took one of them down off the wall. This is Gratitude. And some of the patterns come with a little button from, I think it's called Just a Little Button Company. I can't remember.
That's cute. I like that.
And so, thanks. I learned a little something from Lori Holt. She has her library cards And what I did was on Amazon, I just ordered some library cards and wrote down what the what I used, what threads I used. This I used blue Ada, as I think it's called Antique Blue Ada. It's a 14 count, and I used a combination of DMC and Classic Colorworks yarns, threads. So that's one of the things that I previously finished. The next thing, let's see, let me get my, the next thing I did was also, I won't take it off my wall, but this is Stitching with the Housewives calendar crates July, and I finished that. That's hanging on my wall. I finished it exactly as Priscilla finished hers, just about. So I'll insert a picture of that hanging on my wall. And I got this at Fat Quarter Shop. It's a monthly club, and I'm sure you all know about it already because they're very popular. Next I did Trucking Along. I took the Trucking Along June by Stitching with the Housewives.
I love that.
Isn't that cute?
Yes.
My husband used to have a red truck, and he loved it, but he had to get rid of it because he ran it into the ground. I think it had 500,000 miles on it. We were going to call Ford and tell them so that they can give him a new truck.
If it runs, Fred will drive it.
Yeah. So I just took the red truck and I changed up the color of the roses and this fabric I got from Hobby Lobby, and then I did a little covered button, and I just clipped it onto this cheese grater that I got at Hobby Lobby, and I liked it.
That's a big one.
Yeah, it was big, so I thought, oh, that would be, you know, cute to put anything on. So
put magnets on
you
it
could
too.
put magnets on it. Yep. So let me show you the Trucking Along. This is the June Trucking Along. So I changed the truck to red. I haven't gotten to do the entire thing yet though, the entire chart. And then I took one of the strawberries and made it into a little pillow, and finished it with some fabric on the back, and these sit in a dough bowl that I have at home.
You can also put them on a wreath. Make like a
Oh,
wreath
you
with
could
them
make
too.
a wreath with these.
With different fruits.
That's a great idea.
For the kitchen.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Put that on your list.
There we go. Yeah, that might be it. You might see that next month. Okay. And then the next finish I did was Stitching with the Housewives again, Old Glory. And I'll show you how I finished that.
That I absolutely love.
Thank
man,
you.
that's gorgeous.
I did this with black Ada 14 count, and then I used DMC variegated thread. And I love the variegation that showed up in that, the flowers especially. And then this frame is actually from Goodwill, and the flowers and the ribbon is from Hobby Lobby, and these were some vintage buttons that I already had, and I just hot glued it right on the frame.
It's a great frame to find.
Yeah.
From Goodwill, that's great.
Yeah, that day that I went to Goodwill, I found a lot of good things. Okay, and then I've got, Stitcher's Soul Journey. This was a limited edition sampler. This was my very first sampler that I've ever done, and I'll share her Etsy link in the notes below, but it came with the kit. It came with the Ada and the DMC threads and everything that I needed to do it, and I framed it in a frame from Hobby Lobby.
Oh, Lisa, that's beautiful.
And
First time I'm seeing that.
oh, okay.
That's beautiful.
So I dedicated this sampler actually to my mom, because this reminded me, when I saw the chart, I said, I have to do that. And this was me and her doing a quilt.
Aww.
And I put, I don't know if you could see, but I put my initials and her initials there. And so
That's
I
sweet.
loved it.
Yes.
And so I finished that. And this is, I think it came out as part of a patriotic edition, but I'm going to keep it up all year.
Hey, Americanas.
Americana, I love it. I have loved
forever and ever.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that
Want me
was.
to put that over here for you?
I think I'm going to lift this up and
Okay.
put this one down here.
There you go. Sorry.
It's okay.
Sorry.
And then I did Pink Barn by Shannon Christine Designs. I had to change the pattern a little bit with this quilt because I just couldn't see the chart. The chart was so small to follow.
So you just did your own thing.
So I did my own
That's
thing,
perfect.
and I'll show you how I finished
That's what makes
it.
you an artist.
Okay,
Yes.
we'll go with that.
Oh, you lost the flower.
My in transport, my finishing fell off. But let me hold it up here so you can kind of see.
Yep.
Let's see, I think I can hold it like
There you
that. So my bow, I wanted to make it look like a butterfly because I couldn't put. There are butterflies in the chart and clouds, and I didn't do those because I knew I wanted to finish it in one of my husband's old beehive frames, and the decorative part that I glued to the top with the flowers and the ribbon would have hid that, so I just didn't even stitch it. But you could tell I abbreviated the chart there. But I love how there is no variegated thread in this design, but she just charted it for many different colors of DMC to make it look like variegation. And so that was really creative on her part. So that is, I think, all of my finished. Oh no, one more. I am so proud of this, even though it looks very simple. But this was my first attempt at stitching on linen. So I took an alphabet from Blackbird Designs, and I'll show you that in a little while, my work's in progress. But I took the alphabet from it and stitched this 1/1, and I was so surprised. I surprised myself that I was able to do it.
What do you mean 1/1?
One thread over one square.
I gotcha. Wow, that's tiny.
I was tiny,
Yes.
but I really enjoyed doing it.
Yeah.
And
great.
then this frame,
beautiful.
thank you. This frame I got from Anthropology when we took a trip to Atlanta. What was that place called we went to?
I forgot the name. It was like a big. It was when we
A
took
big
it.
outdoor market.
Oh gosh. It's
I
right on the tip
know.
of my tongue.
I know. Mine too. But anyway, and then I got a bigger Anthropology frame. It's very cute nickel or zinc frame.
It's like a little 5 Points place, but it was a market. So
It was a market, Pond City
City
Market.
Yeah.
That's-
We knew we'd get it.
Yeah. All right, so that's all I've got. Do you have any previous finishes?
Yes.
Okay.
I like to do embroidery on my machine, and I love doing purses and hand sanitizers and stuff like that. And this was a little zipper pouch that I did, and you can see it's got cork on it.
Oh, I
And
didn't
the
notice that
fabric
before.
is really silky, and it's totally lined. And this was totally done inside on my machine, embroidery machine.
Wow.
And then I put a little holder on it with the
Let me
clip.
show them.
Yeah.
How cute.
Yeah, it's
Mom.
cute for makeup or a little mirror and their lipstick for the day if you're going out, you
Oh,
know.
I love that.
Yeah.
So
And
vibrant.
this was from Parker on the Porch. They are on Facebook, and also they do have a website. This is also Parker on the Porch, and it's a bag to put your beach stuff in, your sanitizers, your phone, because it's see-through, and it's also waterproof. It's with waterproof material,
How ingenious.
and there's so many different ones you can purchase online.
Oh, wow.
And like I said, this is also Parker on the Porch. And this you can put a pencil in if you want to put a pad in there, take notes, whatever.
Awesome. Can I zip
Yeah, yeah. And you can show where it's clear. See, it's got the
yeah.
clear.
That is so cool.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, that
I'm
would
gonna
be handy.
I'm taking this with me, and also I'm taking this one with me when I go to vacation this year. And this is just a simple one. This is Pull. It's called PUL, and they make babies' diapers out of this because they're waterproof. And it's the same thing. It has the clear vinyl. I just put the stuff so you can see that.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, and it's simple. It's very plain. Nothing else. I just put it in throw it in my beach bag, and off I go.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Okay, and then I love to do hand sanitizers. And this one is from A Stitch for You. She's on Etsy. And this, here, let me show it. Okay, now. This little cross snaps off. It's got little cam snaps on it.
I think that's the coolest thing.
Yeah, this is the back of it.
So you can switch
see
them
it's got the
out.
fancy little holder. And that opens up also. And you can take out your sanitizer and then put a new one in when that one's gone.
And you just use like a trial size, right?
Yeah, well, those
those
are little minis. Yeah, the 1 ounce. This is for 1 ounce, and then that's the little cross. It's felted in the back. This is cork. You can see I like to embroider on cork.
That is
And
so
then
pretty.
after you do this one, you can put a cat. She's got so many different kinds of stuff. All kinds. Think of whatever you can put on there, and you can do it. Here's another one, and this one I put a little fancier holder on,
I like that.
and then it has a little tassel.
Oh, cute tassel.
And it kind of reminds me of the 80s, the 60s, the 80s kind of thing. And here's another one.
That one I love.
Yeah, this one I just made. I wanted to keep it clean, so I had it in a bag. Well, let me put the thing down.
I love that.
Yeah, macaroons. And it's got the little 1 ounce. That's from Bed Bath & Beyond.
That little tassel is
Yeah,
so
isn't that cute? Yeah.
Where do you get those?
These I buy on actually Amazon.
Okay.
Yeah, these are from a website. I don't know if they're...
Oh, the heart.
Yeah, I don't know if they're in business anymore because I think the lady had bad health and she doesn't do it anymore.
Okay.
And then I love this one.
Yes.
I made a few of these, and it's got a plain side on the back. And
Love
this is
that.
actually a 2 ounce, so it's a different way of doing it on the machine, but it holds a 2 ounce, so it lasts you
Oh,
longer.
it's a
These
little
are
bit bigger.
and these are 1 ounce. Yeah, they're totally different.
Oh, okay.
See, a little smaller.
Yeah.
Okay,
Those
and
are
then
awesome.
this here I made for a very special young lady when she turned. We had a birthday party for her for 50 years.
Yes, I
50
love
years
this
old.
purse.
And I made that for her, and it says 50 and fabulous. And this was all done on the embroidery machine, no sewing machine at all. And it's also
That
lined,
is it's amazing.
and it's also lined just with dark fabric. It's lined in there, so everything is finished. And I put a little lipstick on there for her, and put a chain on it. And
Let me show the lipstick and the nail polish, because I fell in love with these little.
yeah, those I bought in an Etsy shop called Plaid Bow Company, I think it was called on Etsy. Yeah.
I mean, don't you love it?
And isn't this vinyl soft?
It is.
It's so soft, and you can even wash it. You can even put it in the washing machine. It's washable.
And there was one night we went out to a fancy dinner, and I wore this and felt completely comfortable wearing it because it's. I mean, to me, it reminded me of patent leather or something.
Yeah,
It's
and
dressy.
also, if you look really, really close, when the zipper's closed, you can see it's a rainbow zipper.
Oh, wow, I didn't notice that.
Yeah, it's a rainbow zipper. And you buy them by the yard online. A lot of people sell them.
by the yard. Okay.
Yes.
And
you
the
can
chain.
get 1 yard and 3 yards,
I
whatever.
just felt like I was really in style.
And this
wearing
here that I put the holder on is stretchy. It's a fold over elastic. It's very strong, very sturdy.
it. Oh.
So,
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
and this here,
So you can really fill this up.
oh yeah, this here was my practice shoe that I did on the machine. Wow. And it was on white. I wanted to see what it looked like on white, and then again on black. And I like the black better because it's for evening. You know, so that was that.
I just love the high heels.
Yeah.
I'm a Jersey girl at heart. That's where I was raised.
Yeah. That was so much fun to do.
And so this reminds me of that.
Yeah.
I love it.
And this here actually is I did it for my other, I have 3 daughters. This is the oldest. I have a middle Tina and a younger Tara. And they're all married and have children of their own now. But I made this for Tina. This is a practice. I use it on just regular cotton fabric. But it was, she celebrated her 25th anniversary this past April. So I made this for them with their last name and their date they got married and all. But I also put it on that one. I also sent you the picture of that.
Yeah,
You
so
can
I'll
post that
insert that
on what
picture of the
pillow-
actual pillow.
Yeah, what it looks like finished. It turned out really pretty. I'm happy with it. And she
Yes.
loves it. She's got it on her bed. So that's the other thing. And I think, oh, one more. This here, I love to quilt. And I have a long arm over there. And I'm still learning how to use it. But since I got my embroidery machine, I've learned how to quilt on my embroidery machine.
Oh, really?
And
I didn't realize that.
Juju, Designs by Juju, sells so many of these different designs. And you can have a whole quilt and do a whole quilt on that machine.
Holy
and you
cow.
just do one block and then move it over. Do another block and move it over. Or you can do one whole thing over, come
So
down
like a
and go
table
back.
runner or
Yeah,
something?
yeah.
Okay.
So that's what I did, and I mean they're both. You look at it; it's the same on the back as it is on the front.
Oh, wow.
That shows
What a
you.
nice stitch.
Yeah, that's a good digitizer. When you see the same as on the back as the front, that's a great digitizer. And Designs by Juju. Her name is Julie.
Oh, that's a good tip.
She is amazing. So I love her stuff. I buy a lot of her different designs for embroidery.
Okay. So is that a website?
Designs by Juju is a
Designs by
website.
Juju.
Yes. And
Okay.
she has a group thing on Facebook,
Oh.
but you have to belong to it.
Okay.
And then I think that's all.
So you want to get into your WIPS since you're...
You want me to do that?
Yeah.
Works in progress? Okay.
Works in progress.
I'm learning all these lingos.
I
just
know.
got done
I'm
learning
new
all
to...
the LOL and whatever else.
LOL.
What's some of them?
I'm learning the lingo because
Yeah.
I learned to take all this on. I really got so into this.
But the only way to learn is to jump into it.
To jump into
Not
it.
to be afraid. If you mess
Oh,
it up,
yeah.
it's okay. Stitches come out. You can start over again, wash the fabric, press it, and you're ready to go
Yeah,
again.
yeah.
You know?
But
So-
during the quarantine was when I really picked up
Yes.
cross stitch again.
Yeah, we all, I think
everybody did.
Yeah, I think so too. Okay, so I showed you about the hand sanitizers that I finished. You want to hold that one up so I see?
Okay.
And when I actually do them on my machine, this is how they're done. I do them in twos. This is a girls' football, and it's going to be a hand sanitizer when it's done. Or I I think it could be a tag also, like to put on their book bag or whatever.
Oh, cute.
And you can put their name in here if you want to. And it's with felt on the back. But then once they're all done on the machine, you cut around them all. And it's really easy to do it. And then if it's going to be a hand sanitizer, of
Oh,
course you
I
put
see.
your...
Okay, so this part here is
Yes,
this.
Is this.
Okay.
Yes, yes.
All right. Wow,
Yeah,
how cool.
Yeah. So, and then this is, that she showed you, the finished one, is this all cut out. It's a different design, of course. I made these for my some of the kids at our church for First Communion, confirmation. The boys were gray. I don't know where I put them.
Oh, right here?
No, I think I left it over there.
Oh.
The boys were gray and the girls were white. So,
Oh,
and then you
cute.
put the little snap. It's upside down because when you turn it around and snap it, it's right side up. See it?
Got it.
Yeah. So I love all these little things. And the pockets here, you put the little hand sanitizer in the pocket and then you snap it closed. Put your key ring, of course, on here like this.
That is adorable.
And you've got a nice little gift to give somebody.
Wow.
And everybody can hang these on their backpacks, on their purses, throw them in their purse, put them in their car. I mean,
Yeah.
you never have enough hand sanitizers today with what the world is today like with all germs and stuff going around.
Yeah.
But
this
anyway,
comes in
it's
handy.
needed. It's necessary.
We do RV travel, and I always have my husband and I each have ours. My mom made us one too.
Yeah. So that's that part. Now I'm going to show you this here. This is a work in progress right now.
This is amazing.
This started out as just one square of red vinyl. Can you see it's got sparkles? I don't know if you can see it. I love bling.
Yeah.
I love bling and it
So do
sparkles.
I.
Yeah.
I mean,
So-
look at the variegation in this.
Yeah. Well, that's all thread.
Wow, That's
That's all thread.
amazing.
So it starts out like this on the machine in a hoop. I have a hoop and it goes in the hoop. and I bring up the design on my little window there on my embroidery machine, and it does the work for you. You just press the button and it goes, but you have to put in the colors you want to use and whatever. So this is going to be a little wallet. It's going to be a beetle wallet. I have a red bug in reality. I have in my garage there's a red bug, and I love it. And it's going to be a wallet, and it's going to be like this.
Adorable.
And then this is the back. And the next one I'm making, I'm going to put ZBug1 on the plate, because that's who I am. That's my license plate. This is just a practice piece, because I always like to do a practice piece before I make it in reality.
This is just a practice piece?
This is a practice piece, yeah.
Holy cow, it looks amazing.
Yeah. So if you look close, you can see the bumper is like a sparkly silver, and then that's gray thread.
So detailed.
And then look at the light. It's got like a holographic. And then thread around it. All this is thread stitching.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So it was a lot of fun doing this. And when I get done, it's going to have, like I said, it's going to be like this. And it's going to have this here is going to be on top. It's going to be a snap closure. And right now I'm on my machine I'm making a insert for this that holds like 10 cards, credit cards or whatever. It's got two long slots for your bills and whatever else you want to put in that wallet. But it's going to have, and then it's going to have side things over here that I bought to put on the side, and you can put a chain for a holder. Yeah, so it's going to be fun. I can't wait. I get excited when I do stuff like this.
Yeah, it's awesome.
So that's that. And
machine embroidery is like a whole new thing for me.
Yeah, it's getting, and machine embroidery is very popular right now.
Wow.
It was like when I was doing my painting years and years ago. Painting was like the thing. You know, I went to all the conventions. Every year I went to three different conventions because I couldn't get enough, and I wanted to learn. The more I learned, the better it was. So I came home and taught it to my students. So it was really good.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's about all I have, honey.
For WIPS.
Yeah.
All right. So I'll show you my WIPS. I have a I got on to Etsy and found a couple of these project bag makers. And
you made this?
No, I didn't make this.
Beautiful.
This is from Lakewind.
You could make that.
Studio. I have made a couple, but not as nice as as I can buy right at this point in my skill. I still have a lot of skill to work on.
Don't sell yourself short, girl.
Oh, thank you.
Yes. But it's great for holding your projects, isn't it?
Yeah. So I just have my linen in here that I showed you before, and I'm still practicing. So that I consider that a work in progress. I have my linen. And then I also have, this is a piece of, I guess this is Ada Mom. My mom gave this to me years ago, and I've just kept it in my stash, but it's a very small count Ada, so I haven't used it yet. 18 count?
I think so.
Okay. Yeah, so it's smaller than what I use. So I keep that in here.
That's
this bag is so cute. It's got a yellow teacup and yellow roses.
That's so beautiful. I love yellow roses. That's one of my favorites. Wow. Hint.
Hint, hint.
Yeah. That's great. You have a few of these and keep your projects in there, and you just go. You know, on the go. You can take them with you, camping, wherever.
Yeah, camping is when I get a lot of stitching done.
Do you bring your machine when you go camping?
If I'm working on a quilt, I have a little Janome Gem that my mom has one too, and she told me about it, and I love it.
That's what you learned on.
That's what I learned on, yeah. All right, and then my other, this is another works in progress. This is a bag I got from Goose on Etsy.
How cute is that?
And I'm doing the, let me take it out and I'll show you. I'm sure everybody knows about these. They're Lori Holt's stitch cards.
I love her. She's got such.
So I want to fill up my my dough bowl. So I'm just going to make little pillows, you know, kind of like I did with this. Yeah. So, and I have fallen for all of the cross stitch bling. Yeah. I got little things to put on my floss, and and my husband, he's
I like your snips.
Yeah.
I use those in my
These are yours.
Oh, okay. Because I have so many pairs. So
yes, it has her initials on them.
Share them.
And my husband, he had this stuff
That's great.
that he made me to fit all my stuff that, all my sharp
Perfect.
objects.
Not only you keep them from hurting anybody, you keep the blade from getting damaged.
Oh,
You know?
okay.
Yeah.
I didn't think about that.
Yeah. That's good.
So that's very handy. And then I have collected the little needle minders. This one is stacked donuts, and I get my needle minders from
So it's a magnet.
Kim's Needle Minders on Etsy.
Wow.
So this is the way I package up my stuff. I'll put this clear bag I got at Hobby Lobby, and I put my notions and my threads in one, and then my work is in another. So I haven't stitched anything yet, but it's all ready to go.
Yeah.
And so when I want to take a break from a larger project that I'm working on, that's what I'll just grab something and do one of her small.
That's called being organized. You have to be organized to do something. Otherwise,
Yeah.
you get frustrated and you don't know where to start and you don't do anything.
Yeah, that's
what
true.
happens.
Yeah,
You just say forget it.
you give
you
up
go
on
upstairs
it.
and have coffee.
That sounds good to me too.
Yeah.
And I'm stitching it on 14 count oatmeal that I got
That's
from
pretty.
Hobby Lobby. Yeah, I love Hobby Lobby's
Yeah.
selection. They have a lot of 14 count.
I like the different colors.
So yeah, me too.
Different tones.
And then I'm also the last work in
You're
progress.
going to be busy when you're camping this year.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, you'll probably come home with everything done.
And I just got a
She's
notification.
fast.
Well, I'm fast if I have the time.
Yeah, you're fast.
Because sometimes I can stitch for like 6 hours
Wow.
if I have the time.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's
pretty
just when
that
I'm watching
is.
TV
Oh
with my
gosh.
husband. So at Hobby Lobby, because we're beekeepers, I found this
Oh
bag
my
with
gosh,
a bee.
Lisa, I love it.
and then I also got
That at Hobby Lobby too?
this at Hobby Lobby.
Wow,
So
how
this
come
is
I don't see these things when
the-
I go?
I think it's brand new.
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
This bee.
How
I don't know if you
sweet
can
is
see
that?
the little bees on it.
Yes.
And Hobby Lobby also has these cute little snips.
Gosh.
I love them.
We
in
love
their
all this
notions.
little stuff.
Yeah,
you
I
know?
love
We spend more
any
money.
mini stuff. I love mini stuff.
Yeah.
I
How
made
cute
this
is this?
actually. It's a
Oh,
needle
man.
holder. It's really cute. I
That's
love it.
creative. Very
Well,
creative.
it was a kit that I got online during
wow.
quarantine.
Whose is it?
It
do you
was
know?
from, I'll have to look it up.
Oh my
But it was
gosh.
something that Misty Doan did live on YouTube, and I ordered it.
That's Jenny's daughter or
Daughter-in-law, I
Daughter-in-law,
guess.
yeah.
Yeah. And then they have these cute little bee bobbins for your thread.
Oh my gosh.
And so
How perfect for that
I
whole
got
thing,
that.
Huh?
yes.
Yes.
So the reason why I did a bee theme for this is because I'm stitching the bee skep by Blackbird Designs. I'll put that back in there later.
Oh, this is the
This
one
was
that
the
you told me
one.
about?
So my mom and I went to a needle shop in Jasper,
Yes,
Georgia,
Yes.
and on my 50th birthday we went shopping, and I'm doing this one, the bee skep. A lot of people are doing that now, and
There's a lot of beekeepers in Georgia.
yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm surprised.
We
I
need
don't
more
know.
beekeepers.
Yeah.
So this one I'm dedicating to my husband because he's a beekeeper. So this is what I've got done so far. I'm using all the called for DMC, and I'm stitching it on 14 count taupe by Fabric Flare that I signed up for the Fat Quarter Shop.
So tell me about this. Is this a frame underneath
Oh,
there?
so this is the
I've
Q
never
snaps.
seen that. I mean, I've done all that stuff years ago, but they never had stuff like this.
So I find this better than a hoop for me because I like to see it all
So it
at
takes
once.
the place of a hoop.
Yes.
Okay.
So you lay your fabric over the.
Is that hard back there? No.
I have it pretty tight.
No, I'm
but-
saying.
Oh no, this is
No.
So Fabric Flare has a white background and it's screen printed on the front to look like it's hand dyed.
Pretty.
That's why I like
Yeah.
it so much. And it's a dream to stitch on because there's nothing snags.
I also just realized that you have many of these on your project, like one for each project.
I do.
So you don't lose it.
Yes.
And you have the thread
needle.
over it. Yes. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so there's a reason why I have a wishing well here, or water well here, because we have one. It's not a working well, but we have one at home in our yard, and my husband built it. So I thought if I'm going to dedicate this to my husband, I'll put the wishing well there.
Oh, nice.
And
I love
so I don't know if you could tell, but I stitched an L right there. That's my initial. And then my husband's initial, I'm going to do his up in here somewhere.
So then when you're done with this picture, or this, then you take all this off and you put a new one on. You don't frame it in this.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, this is
Nice.
just to stitch on.
Nice.
It's a cute, it's
I
called
really
a cute
like
snap.
that
And
a lot.
you can buy cheaper ones at Hobby Lobby, but I just ordered this from the Fat Quarter Shop.
Nice.
Yeah, and they come in all different sizes. This was another size that I got. That one there. That was another
Yeah, because if you
size.
can do those
cute snap.
minis, that's perfect for the minis. Very nice.
Yeah, so those are all my works in progress. And while I'm cleaning up, do you want to show your haul?
What does that mean?
Your things you recently purchased?
Oh yeah, well. Let me think what I have to show that I just, all that thread I just.
All the thread behind us.
Yes. This here thread is all Floriani, and this side is Floriani, this side is a cord, and then underneath, I don't know if you can see back here, I have another, can you see it, Lisa?
I mean, do I have to move?
I don't know. I can take it out and show it. This here is, I started with this when I first started embroidery. A lot of colors. My daughter Tina gave this for me for Christmas one year. And they're small little spools. But it's from Amazon. I think it's called Smith Red or something from Amazon. So I figured, well, if I'm going to embroidery a lot, I need some bigger spools. So that's when I went to Floriani. When I bought the machine, I went through Floriani, and then I found these on sale. I don't even know who they are. It's just a no-name brand, I guess. But
Let me hold one up so they can see
yeah,
how big they
no-name
are.
brand. I think it's 5,000 yards.
5,000 yards.
Yeah, 5,000.
Woo.
Yeah, this is 5,000. Those are 1,000.
You can do a lot of embroidery.
Oh yeah. And then
5,000 and 1,000?
yes.
Okay.
And these here, I can bring these over. I can take this over. This is a little heavy.
Ooh.
But this is a
What
machine.
is that?
This is a machine I use to put my snaps on for my hand sanitizers.
Oh,
See
really?
these snaps? That's what I use. And I got this from Cam Snaps on the website. And I had a lady-
K-A-M?
K-A-M-S-N-A-P-S, Cam Snaps.
Okay. Do you want me to put it back for you?
I can do it.
Okay.
And yeah, she has all the different dyes for it and everything. And if you're going to get into embroidery and you want to do those hand sanitizers, you need something to put the snaps on because it's cumbersome. Let's put it that way.
Okay, good tip.
Yes.
And you have a smaller one.
I have a smaller one. That's the one I started out with.
Oh.
I started out with-
Upgraded.
Yeah. You always start out little. If you're going to like it, you go big.
Oh, well, yeah.
Yeah. And you just push the handle down, and the snaps go on there, and you do, and it's done.
Oh, the snaps
It's
go
so
right
easy.
there.
Yeah. So easy.
Very cool.
Yeah, that's that.
Oh, boy.
And then here, I'm going to
Here's
show you.
another something.
I'm going to show you one thing really good here. I just had to get them. These I got from the holders.
Oh,
The
wow.
holders I got from Michael's, and they're called Craft Mates.
I have not seen these.
And what it is they're loaded with my Cam Snaps.
Oh,
all the different
wow.
These are all the snaps for the sanitizer holders. And you can use them on anything. You can use them on children's clothing, anything that has a snap.
So can you use these for buttons or
Yeah,
like can
instead
you-
of a snap. Instead of a button, you could snap.
like if you I'm trying to think of
For
a way
shirts.
to
For shirts?
You can use this for anything.
Anything.
Okay.
Yeah. And they're all different colors. And I have 2 of them. they're loaded with all different snaps and
wow.
colors.
Different shapes and
Yeah,
things.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, that's so cool, Mom.
Yeah, I know. And then as far as purchasing anything new, oh my gosh, I am a freak about vinyl.
Oh yeah, let's show
I
you
have
your
so
vinyl.
much vinyl because I'm afraid I'm not going to have a color. Because what happens is when you buy vinyl, they just have so many colors of it and then it's gone. So then you have to search again for another.
Oh, so if you find one you like, buy
you got
it.
to buy some of it, okay?
Like
buy,
fabric.
Yeah. So.
I'm
You wanna
gonna
put that over
pull
there?
this over
Yeah,
here.
put it over here. Let me see. Can you see this?
Yeah,
here?
you
Okay.
can see it.
In here, I have sheets of vinyl, all different colors.
Oh wow.
I have rolls of vinyl. I buy it online in rolls, different colors. This is yellow. It's going to be for school bus drivers to make hand sanitizers for them.
Mom,
Yeah, that's
how
pretty good.
nice.
And then I have black with green sparkles going through it. I mean, I have all the
Oh,
colors. I
my.
can't tell you how many colors I got, but I got
That whole tower is
it's
full.
all full of it, yeah. And here's more with all the different sparkles for the Disney characters. When I
Oh,
do
really?
the Disney character ones.
Oh, so Disney character hand sanitizers?
Yeah,
Is that what you?
they're like Disney characters because you're not supposed to take someone else's design and you're not supposed to do that.
So it's a
I say
similarity.
I say
Okay.
Disney characters, but they're not really. And then here, these I love because these are for those see-through things I made like this. If you want to put a little fancy, this has got a lace. It's see-through lace.
Oh.
So you can make a little girly
So
one
your
out of
plain vinyl this would take the place of
Yeah,
your
you
plain
feel the
vinyl.
lace on top.
Yeah.
But it still
Okay.
is going to keep your stuff inside from getting wet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that's on the inside.
Yes.
Wow.
And this here is another
That's
one.
pretty.
This I just purchased, so this is like something I don't know how to start this over. Oh, here it is. This is from the Plaid Bow Company on Etsy. She has some really cute stuff. You ought to go visit her because she really has some cute things and very unique.
So you can make project bags
Yes.
out of this
Out
stuff
of this
too.
stuff, yeah. And these are, look if you can see, it's all butterflies. Can you see
Oh
them?
yeah.
So that's going to be one of those bags, those waterproof bags.
Oh goodness.
I get to it,
How cute.
So I'm a sucker for buying all this. I probably never will use all of it in my lifetime, but it's there if I need it.
Well, that's how we
That's how we do it.
that's why they call it stash enhancements.
Yes, that's right. Stash enhancements. You got it right. So yeah, I mean, there's all different, and then I buy these little things to put on the purses. These are donuts. They're gonna go on.
How cute.
They're gonna go on either of my sanitizers or. And
so
that's
like
also,
how you have the tassels hanging,
yes,
you'll have
yes.
these.
So that's also from the Plaid Bow Company on Etsy.
That is so cute.
Yep. She has the cute, like I said, she has the cutest things.
Those can go on zippers
Oh,
for
yeah, zipper
your
pulls,
project
whatever.
bags
Yeah.
too.
Yeah. And I also work a lot with cork. I don't know if you.
That's pretty.
Cork is. I do purses with cork. And
Yeah, that's so
sanitizers with the cork. That heart. This here's the cork that I did on that cross.
Oh, the cross, yeah.
Yeah. And the cork today, when you buy it online, there's so many different designs. I mean, this has got silver in it. Some have gold. Some got like splatters, and so really.
Do you have a favorite place you buy your cork?
I get my
online?
cork mostly on whenever I can see it, but there's no special place.
Okay. So wherever you find it, that's
Wherever I
where you
can
pick
find
it up.
Yeah, yeah. So that's it.
Wow, that's a nice
Yeah.
tower to organize all your
Yes,
stuff.
It is. So.
Okay.
And then I have my zippers over there. I use a lot of zippers with my purses, so I bought a tower.
Oh,
Let
yeah.
me bring it over. It's easy to bring it over.
Okay.
I'll get it. I should really put it over there.
So this opens up a whole new world for me. As if I need another hobby.
Don't laugh.
Wow. I like your stand.
This is my zipper stand.
Oh,
It swirls around.
Oh, it's
got
a
all different-
carousel.
Yeah, it's got all different colors. These are my size 3 zippers. I have size 5.
I didn't even know there was different sizes.
Yeah, there's different sizes for
What
the
does
purses.
this? What
Well-
does the size correspond to? The length?
No, the teeth.
The
The
teeth.
teeth, yeah.
All right.
These are like what you find at Joann's and Hobby Lobbies for when you're doing
Okay.
clothes or purses
Okay.
or crafts.
Okay.
The 5s are wider. The 5 is like what's on your purse. It's a lot wider and it sticks up.
Oh, okay.
The
So
teeth-
wide
Yeah,
this
the teeth
way.
stand up more.
Oh,
Yeah. And they
okay.
come in all different colors too. And I get those all on the internet with different places. I'm not sure where I get them. I just know I go online and I search.
And it's such a colorful display.
Yeah, I like it. It makes me happy. I love
So,
color.
oh yeah. And so, do you just buy them in bulk, or you buy them?
I buy
as
them.
you
I buy
find
them color
them?
whatever I want, and sometimes it'll come like
I buy whatever I want.
yeah. Sometimes it'll come like 5 for something or whatever. You know,
Oh,
5
so
for
if you
certain
find
price.
a good
Yeah.
deal. Okay.
Yeah. And then that holder came with all the little clips to clip them on.
Oh, it did.
Yeah. So.
Okay.
And I got that online. I could have been even on Amazon. I'm an Amazon Prime member, so
Yeah. Yeah.
it's could be that.
It's very convenient.
Yeah.
Too.
So
Okay. And
That's
was
about
that
it.
it for your
That's it.
purchases?
Yeah.
Okay. I have a few things. I started a planner for my cross stitch. I'm using it as a cross stitch journal, and I just got this at
it's a pretty color.
Walgreens. Thanks. It actually starts in July, but what I've been doing is they do have May, and I actually started in April with so I write my hashtags here that I like to follow on Instagram. So April was Americana April, May was Mania for Stitch Mania, and then I keep track of what I've started and what I finished. And then this month so far, it's just the bee skep that I've started, and the hashtag that I'm following is Just Get It Done June SAL Stitch Along, and that's Bonnie the Log Cabin Stitcher and Melly Ellie Stitches on Instagram. They're co-hosting it, and I just put in every month. I put in not the blocks, the clubs that I belong to at Fat Quarter Shop, and when they're going to be shipping.
That's great organization, Lisa.
So
That's good.
So that I don't have to keep looking
Yes.
like, okay, when am I going to be charged for this?
Yes.
So I just put it on here. And then
idea.
Blueberry Boutique, BLOOBERRY on Etsy is actually my niece, Lizzie.
Oh yeah.
And she's making me a bunch of stickers to put in
very
here.
nice.
So she's amazing, does amazing graphic art stuff for her age,
Wow, that's
young
great.
girl. So
Yes.
I try to support her.
Of course.
And then I just got some fabric. I found this one at Hobby Lobby. I love the
That's
blue
cute. Yeah.
pumpkins. And I love this color combination.
Oh, that's pretty. What are you gonna make with that? Do you know?
I'm gonna put this in my fall quilt. I'm gonna make a fall quilt.
That'd be a
yeah.
nice table runner too.
Oh, it would.
You know, placemats.
Yeah, that'd be cute, wouldn't it? I pre-ordered some pre-cuts from Fat Quarter Shop for Corey Yoder's Cozy Up, it's called, and so that was part of I had to pay the reservation fee, so that they'll send it to me. So
love
all
those
of those
blacks.
colors are going to go with the Hobby Lobby.
I love those.
Yeah,
Oh,
so,
yeah.
okay, so I got 2 fat quarters from Hobby Lobby of the sunflowers because I want to back the August calendar crates from Stitching with the Housewives on the, I don't know if anyone has seen the August one on their YouTube channel, but it's sunflowers and honeybees, and it's
Oh.
perfect.
Yes.
So that, and then I got the black to also
that check.
that quarter. This is from Hobby Lobby. Yeah, there's
Yeah.
stripes and different stripes
Stripes,
and
checks.
checks, and then a solid. And then I got these 2 from Vector Quilts when we went this week.
Oh, I didn't see what you got
Oh,
there.
you did?
Oh no.
Yeah, so these are
Oh
honeybees.
shoot.
Let me see.
Let me
This
feel that.
is Moda.
Oh, that's
Made-
nice. I love
Moda
Moda.
fabric.
Moda's good.
Let's see,
The-
what is
they're-
it? Oh, it's Corey Yoder.
Oh, look at that.
Spring Brook by Corey Yoder of Coriander Quilts, and it's put out by by Moda. Isn't that cute?
Oh, I love it. Yes.
I've been seeing a lot of honeybee
So that's going to be in the
stuff
quilt
lately.
that you're
No,
doing?
this I think I'm just gonna keep for something else. But like,
Or maybe not use
like
it
your
at all.
mom.
Just keep it.
I know. Like when you find something you like, you
like
buy
it,
it.
yeah.
That's why I bought this Hobby Lobby fabric, because I knew it's gonna
That's
go
gonna
fast.
Yeah.
And then at what you call Vector Quilts, I got Creative Grids 12.5 and a 6.5 to trim my Lori Holt blocks, because I've gotten myself into trouble when I don't trim my blocks. So I got that.
Yeah, that makes it easier too.
It does, yeah.
And did you hear him say where he's going to be? They're going to be opening up another section of the
Yes.
store, so it's going to go all the way to the other side. Hey guys,
If
this
you
is
live in
great
this
for
area,
quilters. Oh my gosh,
yeah.
we got a diamond in the rough here with this quilt shop.
yeah, it's like in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
And they're going to have a place where you can learn how to dye your own fabrics. Or like trims and things like that. Yeah. Maybe floss too.
Loaded with quilters stuff. I mean, unbelievable.
Yeah.
If you can't find it there, they'll get it for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can probably go online and have them shipped to you.
Yeah. I was pleasantly surprised when we went yesterday. I
Me too.
wasn't expecting that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was awesome. A lot of browsing.
Yeah.
And,
And buying.
And buying.
We did buy. That's a pretty color.
This is Shabby Sheep, it's called. And it's a variegated.
Oh, it is.
I don't know if it's the camera's picking it up, but
I can see it now.
It's hand dyed.
Yeah.
And so I got this at Fat Quarter Shop. I've been collecting different shades of white, just because I think it's really neat to have a good variety of whites.
And it's unbelievable that there are so many variety
There
of whites.
is. There's so many.
Yeah,
I've been
and
collecting
grays,
them
too.
in a bowl, and then I got last month's Fabric Flare is just antique white, nothing special, but so I have a white in my stash now.
Oh, you got a magazine.
I got a magazine. I'll show that in a sec. So this is another one of the Q snaps. But this is actually, I purchased this as a 6-inch square. And then there's these extensions that you can buy.
So you can make it a different size.
And you can make it a different size. So it helps me to stitch if I can see the entire thing that I'm stitching.
Can I see how easy it is to come off?
Yeah. Actually, you don't have to pull it off. You can slide it off if you...
Oh, that one came off.
Oh, what there? Oh.
Yeah. Well,
but if you had the fabric on it,
I like
you
these.
can actually slide it off so that you don't have to pry that top part off.
Yes. Oh my
It
gosh.
makes it easier.
Unbelievable. Really nice, Lisa.
That linen that I showed you before that I stitched on, used here, that was from Susan Johnson Designs on Etsy. She has a whole lot of linens to choose from. And let's see, I want to show you tell you where I got everything.
I can play with this all day long. I love it.
Yeah. It's really very convenient to have the size that you need.
I'm amazed because they never had anything like that out, and we had to put them in a round hoop. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
And
sometimes
I
you got
still
burns
have the
in them.
hoops, but I can only use them for smaller projects because
This
I
is
need to
nice.
see everything.
Yeah. I'm interested in knowing what those are. That you're
This?
picking in. Yeah.
Okay,
what's
so
that?
these are primitive clothespins.
What?
They're hand carved, and they're from Not Forgotten Farm on Etsy.
Can I see one?
Yeah, I bought 5 of them. They're really versatile. I like these to sit in my dough bowl with my pillows.
Oh my gosh.
And you can also put threads on these. You can make a garland.
Look at this guy.
Yeah.
Look at this. You can hang a quilt up with these.
Yeah, you can make
with
a
this-
garland and do like mini
Wow.
quilts, like it's on a clothesline or something.
Yeah.
So they're very
Interesting.
versatile and cute and primitive.
Where are these from?
Not Forgotten Farm.
My gosh.
Yeah.
So neat.
And I also wanted to show you, well, part of my haul that I've really gotten into lately
put those over here on
are
this pile.
PDF. Thank you.
Yeah.
PDF tags for.
Here.
Let me see if I have. I don't know if I have any here. PDF tags that I got from the photo. I want to get it right. Where is it? The Photo Cube. Finally, a farm girl on Instagram. I saw she had these printed Americana floss tags, floss drops that she was using, and I thought she bought them somewhere. She said, no, I made them. So I was watching one of her videos, and she said she ordered the file, the PDF file on Etsy, and then she printed it.
Oh.
So I printed it on the fabric paper that you can use for quilting.
Good idea.
To make it like a canvas look.
Yes.
And used a hole punch, and I've been
you have that here?
printing a lot of those. I'm gonna see if I have one here to show you. I don't think I brought it, but maybe in my next project I'll show that. And then I also got my summer issue of Pioneer Woman magazine in the mail yesterday. And we need to make a road trip, a girls trip to Powhuska, Oklahoma.
Is that where she's
to visit the Mercantile.
Oh
yes,
my gosh, wouldn't that be
the
fun?
Yeah.
Yeah. That reminds me of when I went to the Longaberger Company. And all the different baskets and stuff.
Let's see. I want to make sure that I didn't forget anything.
So you know
to
my
tell
next
you.
project is going to be working after I get done with this and start maybe around October, November. I'm going to be starting Tommy's t-shirt quilt for graduation.
For graduation.
Next year. Yeah. I make my grands a t-shirt quilt with all their t-shirts for their graduation. Yeah. And then when they go off to college, they take that with them.
Yeah.
A little bit of home, and I put pictures in it and nice little tag on the back that lets them know that I'm always there for them. Yeah.
Yeah, and they're always so cool.
Yeah.
Then they love them because she makes it to their own personality.
Right.
Well,
it's so much fun.
My plan for this coming month is to do this Hands Across the Seas.
Oh, that's a pretty
Where
color.
Flowers Bloom. Oh, I do have the PDF tags. I'll show you.
Is this it?
So this is the so my mom made a sampler not too different
It's
from
from
this.
it was from
it's
Williamsburg,
similar.
yeah.
So I really like that, and I'm gonna put my name there, and
It's very
so
pretty.
that's what I want to work on.
Yes.
I'm gonna use all the called for DMC and 14 count Ada
That's such a pretty
color
color.
toast,
Yes.
and the threads really show up pretty on it. So I like that Hands Across the Seas makes their charts easy for everybody, whether you're a beginner or not. So these are the pretty.
This.
I just stuck the tags on
so this
here.
is like the canvas.
Yeah, it's like it's that fabric, that quilt fabric, and so these are all.
You buy them like this, or you print them?
You print them.
Oh.
You buy the PDF file.
Oh, pretty.
So I got all of the like mother and child ones for this sampler.
So you put a color in between each one of those? Is that
Well,
what you do?
I actually wind the threads around this, but I didn't get a chance to do that
Now,
yet.
did I see a butterfly in there somewhere?
Oh yeah, let's see.
Oh, there it is. I love butterflies and dragonflies.
So this is my little
how
butterfly
cute.
to put on my floss
So
ring.
now where do you get something like this?
That I got at
Sweet.
Hobby Lobby or Michael's in the scrapbooking area.
Oh, okay.
It's,
I can see where they would put that on pages.
Yeah.
Yeah, very nice.
And I was gonna. I lost. Oh, another needle minder. I don't know if this was a Kim's needle minder one, but it's a little woman.
Oh, how cute that is.
I have the
Magenta.
same book, the
Oh,
same
wow.
antique copy.
Yeah.
So I had to get that.
I
Little
love
Women.
it. Aunt Joanne would love that.
So that
Yeah.
so that's my
So
my
where
plans.
do you get those needle minders?
On Etsy.
On Etsy. I have to look for some of those because I can use them.
Now
I
you can
needles.
get them at Hobby Lobby and stuff.
Oh, they do have
Yeah.
them? I never seen them there.
Yeah.
How did I miss that?
They're by all of the DMC thread.
Oh, okay. That's probably why I don't really go down that aisle
Yeah.
like I used to.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's a new aisle for me. So plans. So those are our plans. So we hope to do this monthly if we get enough interest, if people are interested in what we're doing.
I have some quilts I'd like to show next time.
Yes.
I have them upstairs.
And she makes amazing quilts. I learned to quilt from my mom, and we'll insert some of her quilts at the end of the video.
Yeah.
And I'll insert what I baked this morning.
Sure.
And so we hope to, if we have enough subscribers, do a giveaway every once in a while.
We'll keep it going.
Keep the video channel going.
Yeah.
And so anyway, we're so glad that you joined us. Anything else, Mom, that you want to?
Oh, that's about it. You
Yeah.
know, next time maybe we'll show them the long arm and
Yeah.
let the quilt hang over the long arm or whatever.
Okay.
Just to give it a different view instead of back here. And
Yeah, we
can
can
see.
I mean, we should have such a large space
and I have a lot of antique sewing machines hanging around. We can show that later.
Yeah, so
know,
you guys let
whatever.
us know what if there's something that you saw today that you want to see more of. We
Yeah.
can always kind of gear it towards that, or if you have any questions, we can address
Right.
that in the next video also.
Are you going to put like down below where we got
Yeah,
stuff so you know? in
yeah, I'll
case I
put
have a
all the
question?
links that we mentioned.
If we miss something, just ask,
Yeah,
and we'll know. We'll put it down.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna edit the video and try and write down everything that we've mentioned
Yeah.
so that we can share that with you guys too.
It was fun for our first time. I loved it. I wasn't sure about if I would like it. Yeah, you know. So, but this is fun.
It was fun,
Yeah.
and I'm glad that you joined us. And thanks
Yeah.
for if you made it this far with us. Thanks for hanging in there.
It's a little long.
It's a long, but it's our
one's-
first one.
Yeah.
So.
Next ones won't be so big, long.
It's so long.
It'll
yeah.
be fun.
Unless we bought a lot of stuff.
You never know.
To show you. All right.
So-
That's my favorite part of the videos is to see what everyone is picking up.
Yeah, you learn from each other also, you know.
And you give a lot of tips on your
Yes.
embroidery, so
Yes,
that's
so.
awesome.
I like sharing.
Okay.
So good to talk with you.
Yes,
Good to be
yes.
here.
We'll see you guys soon.
Bye till next time.
Bye.
Bye.